Ever pondered how a creature as small as a mosquito can have such a colossal impact on our health and ecosystems? These tiny beings, buzzing around with their slender bodies and elongated mouthparts, are members of the Calicidae family. They are known for their unique traits and behaviors and their significant role in our world. While their blood-feeding habits may make them seem like mere pests, mosquitoes are undeniably fascinating. Only female mosquitoes feed on blood for nutrition, while both males and females rely on sweet nectar for energy. But their impact goes beyond their feeding habits. They are vectors for numerous diseases, transmitting pathogens that cause ailments from malaria to Zika virus. Yet they are also crucial components of aquatic ecosystems, feeding various organisms and contributing to nutrient cycling. Despite their challenges, they remain an essential part of our world. Join us as we delve deeper into the world of these tiny yet formidable creatures. The life of a mosquito begins in water, where the female lays her eggs. This is the first stage of their life cycle, and these eggs are often clustered together, forming what's known as a raft. Depending on the species and the environmental conditions, these eggs can hatch into larvae in just a couple of days. The larval stage is one of growth and development. Larvae, or wrigglers as they're sometimes called, live in the water, feeding on organic matter and microorganisms. They shed their skin, or molt, 4 times, growing larger with each molt. During this stage, they have to be careful of predators such as fish and birds who find them a tasty snack. After the 4th molt, the mosquito enters the pupal stage. This is a time of intense transformation akin to the chrysalis stage of a butterfly. The pupa remains in the water but doesn't feed. Instead, it is mobile, able to tumble towards the depths to avoid danger. Inside the protective casing, the pupa is undergoing a complete metamorphosis. And then, when the time is right, the adult mosquito emerges. The pupa rises to the surface of the water, where its casing splits open to reveal the adult mosquito. It's a delicate moment, as the mosquito has to rest and allow its body and wings to harden before it can fly off. Once it's ready, it takes to the air, ready to start the cycle all over again. The adult stage is the one we're most familiar with. It's during this stage that female mosquitoes seek out blood meals to nourish their eggs, while males primarily feed on nectar. Depending on the species, an adult mosquito's lifespan can range from a few days to several weeks. From a tiny egg to a buzzing adult, mosquitoes undergo a fascinating transformation. Each stage is a testament to the adaptability and resilience of these tiny creatures, as they navigate their way through a world full of risks and opportunities. Beyond their buzzing annoyance, mosquitoes carry a darker secret. They are potent disease vectors. Notorious for their blood-sucking habits, these tiny insects have earned a reputation as one of the deadliest creatures on Earth. Not for their bite, but for what they can transmit through it. Mosquitoes act as a bridge, ferrying disease-causing pathogens from one host to another. This transmission occurs when a female mosquito feeds on the blood of an infected host, ingests the pathogen, and then injects it into a new host during a subsequent blood meal. This cycle of transmission allows diseases to spread rapidly, especially in areas with high mosquito populations. One of the most well-known diseases transmitted by mosquitoes is malaria. Caused by a parasite, malaria is transmitted to humans through the bite of infected Anopheles mosquitoes. This deadly disease affects millions of people every year, particularly in tropical regions where the mosquito population thrives. But malaria is not the only threat. Mosquitoes can also transmit dengue fever, a viral illness that causes severe flu-like symptoms and can be fatal if not treated promptly. The Aedes mosquito, a day-biting species, is the main vector of dengue. These mosquitoes are also responsible for spreading the Zika virus, a disease that can cause severe birth defects if a pregnant woman becomes infected. The list does not end there. Mosquitoes can also spread the West Nile virus, a disease that primarily affects birds, but can also infect humans and other animals. While most people infected with West Nile virus do not experience symptoms, some may develop serious neurological illnesses. Unfortunately, these tiny creatures can cause significant health problems worldwide. But remember, not all mosquitoes are disease vectors, and not all bites result in disease transmission. The key is to understand the risks, take preventive measures where possible, and continue to support scientific research in the fight against mosquito-borne diseases. Despite their reputation, mosquitoes play a crucial role in our ecosystems. Often underappreciated, these diminutive insects are integral parts of the food chain, particularly in aquatic environments. Mosquito larvae, also known as wrigglers, are a nutritious meal for a variety of species, including fish, amphibians, and other insects. These wrigglers contribute significantly to the food web, bolstering biodiversity and ensuring the survival of these predator species. But their role extends beyond being a food source. Mosquito larvae also contribute to nutrient cycling within their watery homes. As they feed on organic matter, wrigglers break it down into smaller, more manageable parts. This process, known as detritivory, releases essential nutrients back into the water, fueling the growth of algae and other microscopic life. This nutrient-rich environment then supports a broad array of aquatic life, from tiny invertebrates to larger fish species. Even as adults, mosquitoes continue to play a part in the ecosystem. They pollinate a variety of plants as they feed on nectar for energy, contributing to the reproduction of these plants and maintaining plant diversity. This pollination service is especially crucial for some orchid species, which rely exclusively on certain mosquito species for pollination. However, the ecological importance of mosquitoes does not negate the problems they cause. Their role as disease vectors and their impact on human health is a significant issue that requires attention. But as we grapple with these challenges, it's essential to remember the role mosquitoes play in our ecosystems and ensure our control strategies do not inadvertently harm these ecosystems. So, mosquitoes aren't just pests. They are vital components of the ecosystems they inhabit. As we continue to study and understand these complex relationships, we're reminded of the delicate balance of nature, where even the smallest creatures have a role to play. And as we strive to protect our health, we must also strive to protect the health of our planet, the home we share with mosquitoes and countless other species. Controlling mosquito populations is a double-edged sword. It protects human health but can disrupt ecosystems. The quest for mosquito control is an ongoing battle, employing a range of strategies. One of the most common is the use of insecticides. These potent chemicals can effectively reduce mosquito populations, but they also carry significant risks. They can harm non-target species, pollute water sources, and lead to the development of insecticide-resistant mosquitoes. Another strategy involves the removal or alteration of mosquito breeding sites. This can include anything from draining standing water to introducing fish that feed on mosquito larvae. While effective, these strategies may also disrupt the balance of aquatic ecosystems, affecting other species that rely on these habitats. Biological controls, like the introduction of natural predators or pathogens, are another method. For instance, introducing mosquito-eating fish or bacteria like Bacillus thuringiensis israelensis, which is lethal to mosquito larvae. But these methods also have their downsides. Introducing non-native species can have unintended consequences, and the use of pathogens can affect other insect species. One innovative approach is genetic modification. Scientists are exploring ways to modify mosquito genes, making them less likely to transmit disease or reducing their reproductive capabilities. While promising, these techniques are still in their infancy, and their long-term impacts on ecosystems are unknown. The complex web of ecology means that any action we take can send ripples throughout an ecosystem. When we remove or drastically reduce a species, we can't always predict what will happen. Will another pest fill the vacuum? Will predator species struggle without their prey? That's why it's crucial to approach mosquito control with an understanding of ecology. We need to consider the potential impacts on ecosystems and, where possible, choose strategies that minimize harm to other species. Integrated pest management strategies, which combine different methods and focus on long-term solutions, can be an effective approach. So, while we strive to protect ourselves from the diseases mosquitoes carry, we must also remember our responsibility to the ecosystems we share with these tiny creatures. Striking a balance between mosquito control and ecosystem preservation is a complex challenge. From their life cycle to their ecological roles, mosquitoes are truly remarkable creatures. These tiny yet formidable insects with their buzzing wings and blood-feeding habits are a testament to the complexity of nature. They are a part of the family Culicidae, known for their distinctive features, and play a significant role as vectors for diseases, transmitting pathogens that can cause severe illnesses. Despite their reputation as pests, mosquitoes serve as important members of aquatic ecosystems, contributing to nutrient cycling and feeding a variety of organisms. Yet the challenges they pose for humans, particularly in disease-ridden areas, are undeniable. As we tackle these challenges, it's essential to consider the ecological implications of our actions. By promoting habitat conservation, reducing breeding sites, and supporting research into new control methods, we can work towards a future where mosquitoes are managed effectively. As we strive to manage these tiny creatures, let's remember the crucial role they play in our world and work towards solutions that protect both human health and our ecosystems.